We're back with the Best of Bleav Network Hour on Stadium. Do you believe?
We're back, baby. It's the Charity Stripe Pitcher Free Throws because they all free. Joshua Fisher, Alexander tossing the rock to Sopoulos, DJ Nicky Snacks Crider. Best of Bleav right here on Stadium. First up in this segment, Pacman Jones, Solomon Wilcots, Bleav in Bengals. Check this out.
I think the best thing about T is his separation when he sees the ball. He's very good with his hands. So if you ain't right there like smacking his hip and running with him, he's so long that he can like push your hip or just and get a little bit of separation. It don't seem like a lot. And once you get that separation, you get a chance to make plays. But he is unbelievable once the ball is up in the air as far as creating separation. Definitely with the deep balls. You can go back to last year. He is really good with his hands of a quick little touch that get him a feet or two away from the defender where he can use his length to go catch the ball. But he is playing at a high level right now, man.
Tee Higgins, that dude, we know that. A, is he the number one receiver on the Bengals? B, is he top 10 in the league? Nick.
Ooh. Right now, no.
For A.
Okay. But yes for B.
Wow.
I think that they have 2 top 10 receivers.
Interesting. Toss.
Wow. I think statistically, he has been about the same, on par with Ja'Marr Chase.
Yeah.
If you look up their stats from the beginning of last season, some of that has to do with, Joe Burrow. It seems to be one of those quarterbacks who spreads the ball around because Tyler Boyd gets a lot of action. Yeah. Even Hayden Hurst is getting it. I still think Ja'Marr Chase is more talented than him, but Tee Higgins is an incredibly talented player. Real quick, I'll do the list.
You have okay? I was kind of gearing up ready to. Okay, yeah.
In no particular order.
Do it.
Diggs, Jefferson, Kupp, Adams, Evans, Chase. AJ Brown's better than him, I would say. Tyreek Hill, and then I feel like now we're in the Keenan Allen. Keenan Allen's better than him.
He's not played.
But like he is. Nick, am I wrong there? Keenan Allen's better.
When healthy, yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Is Waddle better when healthy?
No.
Okay.
He might be 10th. He might be 10th.
Do you have Devontae Adams in there?
Yeah. I had Tay. I mean, the other guys that are contending for that
Diggs.
10th spot, like he's been more productive. Although CD in the last 2 games has looked pretty good.
I think CD's better than. I think CD's as good as him.
Yeah, I think so. I think Waddle could be as good as him. Like
CD's got a lot of drops.
He had that one big one that was just pitiful.
But then he had.
I think Tee Higgins has that potential to be that like go up and get him AJ Green style wide receiver, with a little more speed too.
Yeah,
he's lanky. As you know, Pacman was saying, his body's just. He just bumps you and like creates a little bit of separation there.
No, he's super talented.
He's ridiculous. He's got sticky hands. If he's just able to stay on the field, I mean, I think he's gonna really work himself into that conversation year in and year out.
Agreed. Yeah. Let's talk some more wide receivers. One guy that doesn't have a team yet, Odell Beckham Jr. They discuss him here on P. Lenz's show, Talking Ball.
You think there's a realistic chance that happens over something like the Rams, where Odell's now, living in LA, he's got a family there. The Rams didn't even take his locker down. And obviously they won the Super Bowl, so they're a Super Bowl contender, considered a favorite, even though they've kind of had hiccups early on. So, like, is it a realistic thing to say Odell would choose New York, let's say, over the Rams or even the Packers and Aaron Rodgers, who may need a trade deadline upgrade or free agent signing to help themselves out?
That's an interesting thing. I think Odell will be torn between New York and LA. I think those are 2 places that, they fit his personality, they fit who he is, they fit his brand, they fit him as an entrepreneur, they fit him as an athlete. So, the Rams know what they're doing by keeping that locker up, but he's a smart person. He knows how to keep his name hot, and, him visiting New York and being in that building, things like that are important.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't be surprised if he actually did choose New York, because they're a hot team, 3-1. I know a lot of people weren't expecting that, but look at my boy DJ go. And I mean, Saquon is only going to get better the rest of this year. You can just see him getting a rhythm. I mean, it's just so good to see. It's so refreshing to see.
Pat Leonard Show, a.k.a. P-Lens, Odell. Where do you want to see him go? Where do you think he'll go?
I think he'll end up. I think Buffalo's gonna try and get him.
Okay.
Reason being is because Gabe Davis hasn't shown me enough through the first 4 games, and McKenzie is more of a gadget guy.
Yeah.
He's great, like on a jet sweep, and he's super fast. They almost use him as like a Tyreek Hill light.
Yeah.
But they still need more there. They need more. I mean, the other teams obviously that are going to go after him, that have been rumored to go after him, the Giants, return to the Giants,
The Rams,
the Packers,
Cowboys.
I think at this point with Gallup coming back,
And
Noah Brown playing
being
well,
good,
like,
yeah.
I don't think the Cowboys
What
will
about
look.
the Chiefs?
The Chiefs? I don't think the Chiefs need him.
I don't either. What about the Bucks?
I don't think they need him either.
What about the Chargers?
I don't think they need him either. I don't think that's your issue. Palmer's good, dude.
Yeah, I mean just injury. Then you
I
just
think
look and see
I
who's-
think of
who's healthy.
anybody. I think of all. I think we put a lot of Allen Robinson stuck in Chicago. Maybe Allen Robinson is not as good as we thought.
Or does
Maybe, like,
or
you know
does
what I'm
Matt
saying?
Stafford just have dreamy eyes for Cooper Kupp and doesn't trust anyone else on that?
Well,
on
that's
that
not
team?
a crazy thought because we remember how he was with Megatron.
What's the hang up here, do you think? You think it's Odell just waiting for the right team and seeing who's the most competitive? Because I think he wants to win a ring.
Well, now he's like, okay,
He won
was-
one last year, but I think he wants another one.
Do you feel like some of it is like
got a taste. He
He
wants
wanted
more.
to go to LA, but now he's unsure because it looks like they could
Well,
have
there
a
was-
Super Bowl hangover.
There was something that said that like he would basically be playing for the winner of the Bills Rams game.
right, the
but
opening
we
game of the
didn't
NFL
pick
season.
that. I think now I think he's matured and wants to come. He's a full circle kind of guy, and I kind of think he wants to go back to New York. And they're 3-1. Who do they have this
He was
week?
adored there.
Who do they have this week? I'm forgetting. Do we know off the top of our domes?
They play the Packers in England.
That's the England game.
Yeah,
The
He's
dreaded
not making
England?
the trip to London, so
No, but if they beat the Packers and they're 4-1,
definitely could.
he's
well,
going
with
to
how
go
many
back.
injuries that wide receiving core has sustained, he would go in and pretty much be the guy.
Be number one right away.
100%.
But would you not rather play with Aaron Rodgers?
Maybe you don't know.
Maybe
what
it's the winner
happens
of this
behind
game.
Closed doors. I don't know. Maybe they don't
Yeah.
like each other.
Maybe
Yeah.
they don't.
Maybe
Also,
his haircut's weird. Aaron
Odell,
Rodgers.
as much as he's matured, you know that he still has a lifestyle to maintain. He still likes to have fun. He still likes to be in big cities.
Everybody likes to have fun.
Right. Except for people in Green Bay.
Yeah. Okay. That's fair. That's
Just kidding.
Hey,
That's
Milwaukee,
a dig.
Milwaukee's on
They
the
have
come
fun.
up,
They
but,
have fun.
but Buffalo
It's
close
been on
enough
the
to
come up for
NYC
years.
where you can make the quick trip to that city.
Yeah.
I mean, but to me, if I'm the
why
Bills,
is he partying? He's trying to play.
I know, but if I'm the Bills, I'm like, I think they might need him more than he needs them.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like that team is
They're vulnerable.
they are vulnerable, and
Yeah.
get what you can get. And he's a talented wide receiver.
Yeah. All right. I'm gonna run these clips back to back here because
Run 'em
they're-
back-to-back.
They're back to back.
Run 'em.
Run them because they're running backs. Schuyler, Callahan, Desmond Johnson, the Jonathan Stewart, Bleav in Panthers, talking running the football, and they're probably one of the best running back duos we've ever seen in the NFL. Smash and Dash, Chris Johnson, the 2,000-yard receiver, Hall of Fame nominee, and Lendale White, talking best running backs in the league. Check these clips out.
The ball, the mindset and the identity behind running the ball, being a running football team, is wearing down defenses. Defenses do not want to stop the run. They don't want you to call a run play. They would rather you call a pass play and them just sit back and into coverage. You know what I'm saying? That's what defenses would rather do. So why make it even? Why would you make it easy for a defense? Like, your job is to put pressure on them.
One running back in the NFL right now. Sorry, Derrick Henry, you my guy. You will always be the king. You definitely top 3. Nicholas Eugene Chubb, definitely the best running back in the NFL, by far, hands down the best running back. You screw your face up like you just drank a shot or something. I know you ain't drinking in there. There's all that nice tequila behind you. Ain't took one shot today, but you make that face like, what's that about? Nicholas Chubb is by far the best running back in the league. Are you debating this, or who are you putting at number 1? Because I put number 2, Saquon, a guy that you told everybody to stay away from, and fantasy football has been dominating this year.
Yeah, yeah.
And hold
I
on.
can't even lie.
And Baker, ain't no way in hell.
We talking about running backs.
You Yeah, I bet. Okay, my bad.
We're not talking about quarterbacks. But what I'm saying is, let's get this straight.
Yeah.
I said stay away from Saquon because he had to prove that he can stay healthy, not because of his ability. And I've showed like a few shows ago, I took that on the chin and I say I was wrong. And I even have Saquon.
But the two running backs,
I took it on the chin.
The two running backs you said to stay away from been dominating this year.
Who? No, who?
Christian McCaffrey been having a great season so far.
No, you crazy. Have you lost your mind?
Don't you do that.
Are you out your rabbit? Look it up. Look it up. You out your rabbit. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that.
You know why he's not doing good? Because you're sorry.
Don't do that.
You said comeback player of the year.
Don't do that.
He's going to be the breakout player. This man ain't threw for more than 300 yards in one game yet.
We talking about running backs, though.
Back to back.
Nicholas Eugene Chubb.
What is it? Nicholas Magoon.
Nicholas Morgoon.
Nicholas Morgoon.
It's not his middle name.
Eugene
it's Nicholas Jamal Chubb. Come on, Lendale.
We're just giving
What are you doing,
people middle
Lendale?
names.
What's my middle name, Lendale?
Tay. Wow.
It's not Tay.
Nicholas Tay Kreider. That's your name.
Ty.
It's Ty.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
TAI.
It's Ty.
Oh, I didn't know. I thought it was pronounced Tay.
Nope.
Okay.
It's
well,
not.
I guess it's not.
Nicholas
now.
Taekwondo Kreider.
Yep.
Short for
Okay.
Taekwondo because I've got
Although
a black
you're
belt.
TAI.
Yep.
Yeah. And Taekwondo's TAE.
So yeah, sue me. Here's what I'm thinking about this though. First of all, I'm a big proponent of running the football.
I may sue you.
Okay. We have the same lawyer.
Yeah. It says call my lawyer.
The Chubb. There's a reason the Browns, by the way, the Browns could also be 4-0. Like we talk about the Falcons potentially being 3-1. The Falcons
without Deshaun Watson too.
And it's because they're running the football so effectively. And Chubb is, from a pure running back standpoint, might be the best running back in football.
Okay, crazy take here.
Go for it.
But if they're he comes back in week 11 or he comes back in week 12.
Week 11.
Yeah.
That's his first game back.
Oh,
no, week
it
12.
might be week 12. It's an 11-game suspension. Yeah.
So
okay,
12,
11 game suspension. Okay, so let's say they're like 8-3, and he comes back, or
they're not
whatever.
riding Jacoby Brissett.
No, 7-4. They've got a nice record.
Yeah.
Are they like a sneaky dark horse to win the Super Bowl?
Yeah.
I mean, if they're 7-4, 7-4 is a really good record prior to Deshaun Watson coming back. They win the division. They could potentially be the AFC number 1 seed there. They're riding home field advantage throughout the entire playoffs with a crazy Cleveland fan
back.
base.
Bro, their team is nasty.
Yeah.
Their defense is good.
Yeah, and Garrett obviously will come back, right?
Yeah, like their defense is good. Their team is legit. And I think
Myles Garrett.
Yeah,
Denzel Ward is
a stud.
He's
Like
a
these
stud.
guys are really. This is a good. They have Clowney still for what it's worth. Like this is a good football team. Like from a running back standpoint, they bring up McCaffrey in both instances. Obviously, talking about the Panthers, and we've seen a lot of teams who have top tier running backs. Jonathan Taylor not playing this week struggle. You know, like people get. I think they get ahead of themselves and get scared and try to get into a shootout. But when you are running the football effectively, the Eagles, the Giants, the Bears,
the Ravens.
The Bears are one of the top. The Bears are one of the top rushing teams, and their roster by and large is not good. It's a correlation. You really need to run the football, in my opinion, in this league if you want to be successful.
Yeah.
But we're going to talk some quarterbacks. We have Cannon Fire. First episode with Sean King. He's joining. We have Coach JB show. Coach JB. Tank show. Tackling a New Kingdom. The guest.
A little
Coach
Bleav
JB.
crossover. I love that.
Bleav crossover. And then we have Bleav and Badgers talking the unfortunate firing over in Wisconsin and Madison. We'll be right back in just a hot second. Joshua Fisher, Alexander Tossman, the Rock Tosopoulos, DJ, Nikki, Snacks, Kreider. Do not move the dial.
Hang tight. We'll be right back in just a second with some more great Bleav content on Stadium.